Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Talking with Kitties. He is boyfriend.
She is girlfriend.
And today we are here to talk to you about stuff.
Somebody has had a very busy week/weekend.
Oh, it was just insane.
A lot has been going on for somebody, and that somebody is not me.
That somebody would happen to be me.
It would definitely be her.
I accepted a new job.
Woo!
I start in May, so that's exciting. I went to see the Blue October band.
Woo!
It was awesome. Becca went with me. I think a little begrudgingly.
Yeah.
She only knew kind of one song.
Which is more than I knew.
But I think she only knew it because she looked them up and tried to learn one song.
Yeah.
So I don't think she had like a blast with that, but I did. I loved every second of it. And then we got a hotel room. The next morning we woke up, we had a shopping sister date. And I made Becca a deal that if she became our social media, what would it be called? Like our social media
manager.
Yeah. If she became our social media manager and she got us more followers, like I don't want to be like rich. I mean, I would love to be rich and famous, but just to get us out there for people who might be interested.
We hate social media.
Yeah, I can't stand it.
We hate social media. And we try, we keep trying to do the thing, but we keep just not doing it. And
yeah,
she loves social media. She lives on Facebook. It's part of her job.
That is part of her job
She's
too, but she enjoys it. Like she's good at it.
It just seems like it would be a good
So
fit.
she would be our social media manager for this and for you with your YouTubing stuff. I made her a deal that when we made enough money, I would buy her a Gucci bag.
Oh yeah, you did tell me about that.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I'm buying us both a Gucci bag. So we have to make enough that that we both can get one, because we went to a mall that had stores that neither of us could really afford. Well, at all. Not even really afford. We could not afford at all. We both found a bag at the Gucci store that we wanted. So I made her a deal that if she got us to start making money.
So yeah, tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody that you know to check us out. So
Becca can get a Gucci bag.
So Becca can get a Gucci bag.
Me too, though.
Yeah, that's what.
Because I get a Gucci bag.
I do not get a Gucci bag.
I'll buy you.
I'm good.
Whatever you want. If you want Gucci shoes.
No, that's not a thing that I want. Does Gucci make headphones?
I don't think.
They probably sound terrible.
I don't know. But
Becca also has been wanting to be a guest.
She has.
Becca is also very last minute about everything.
I love you, Becca, but it's true.
And
I don't even know if she listens regularly, so she might never hear this.
Like you were talking to her that day, and I was I was the one that messaged and was like, "Hey, what's it going to cost us to get her to do this?"
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "I want to be a guest on your show." Like, hey, whenever you can find time to get over here, whenever we're recording, I'm available tonight. She did not come over that night.
Well, actually, she said, I'm available right now. And I said, how is that possible if we are in a mall shopping currently? You are not available right now. Becca is wonderful, and I think she would be a really fun guest.
I think she could be, yes, but it's just pinning her down.
It's pinning her down.
She's very hard to pin down sometimes.
Yes, and she has a lot of stuff going on.
Absolutely. I'm not saying it's like there's not a reason for that she can't be pinned down.
She just has a lot of stuff going on.
She's a busy girl. She juggles a lot.
Yeah, she does.
So, whenever she is available.
Well, the running joke was she wasn't allowed to be on until after Andrew was on.
That's because
he'll be easier to pin down.
Andrew, who lives in California on the other side of the country, is easier to pin down than Becca, who lives on the other side of town.
Yeah.
We're probably going to have some guest spots coming up if you haven't put that together.
Yeah. We're not sure what we're going to talk about.
No,
probably
we'll
cats.
figure it out. Yeah, well, definitely cats.
Should we make it a rule that the only people that can be on our podcast with us have to have cats?
I thought that was already the rule.
It should be.
Whenever they show up, we're talking with kitties. We're going to talk about kitties.
Yeah.
If you don't have kitties, and
if they like kitties, they could be on it.
Yeah, but what are they going to talk about? Our kitties?
Maybe. Our kitties wouldn't mind.
Also, there was I don't know what it was. So if you tuned in last week, you heard Finnegan's drum solo.
Yep.
And then earlier this week, I was upstairs editing something in the living room, and I heard another crash, bang, tinkle down here. And I came down, and Gizzard was at the bottom of the steps looking very guilty. And then I walked around the corner, and Finnegan was just sitting in the middle of the drums with everything on the window above it on the floor around him, looking super guilty. And he bolted as soon as he saw me. So I'm not sure exactly what went down there, but yeah, we've had another drum incident with cats.
I'll tell you what went down. All the stuff that was on.
All the stuff that was on the windowsill went down. Absolutely. Nothing since then, so hopefully they've learned. I came down here yesterday and Finn was on top of the bass amp. Just curled up on top of the bass amp. Just curled up, hanging out, chilling.
He's adorable.
He's allowed on that. I don't think there's much chance that he can hurt that. So
I don't think so either.
I just told him if he knocked over the bass sitting in front of it, I would end him.
We're not ending him.
I know, but he doesn't know that.
No, he doesn't.
Cats. Kitties. So Finnegan has been definitely settling in.
Yes. Yes, he has.
In good ways and terrible ways.
A little shithead.
Yes. We have not been able to sleep in the past couple mornings.
Nope.
Because he has decided at like 6:30 or 7 it's time to feed us. So we get a little squeaker climbing over and on top of us and everything else. We could close our bedroom door and he wouldn't be able to get in, but
we feel guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah, this morning he came up and was squeaking at me and then climbed on me and then got right up in my face and started booping my nose with his paw.
And I asked her if she booped him back and she said no.
I did not. I can't even be mad at him because we boop his nose.
It's true, we do.
Him booping my nose, I couldn't really be mad, but I was a little frustrated considering I don't boop his nose when he's sleeping.
I do, all the time.
Oh, well then he should have done it to you, not me.
No. I much prefer him to do it to you.
Thanks.
But it wasn't so bad until he enlisted his nephew's help.
Oh my God, when Bosco started, I wanted to... And then he came up and started scratching on the mattress.
Started scratching on everything.
It's like, you little shithead, go away.
And he does this weirdest thing whenever he scratches on the mattress, because he scratches it, but then he like snorts while he's doing it.
He snorts and huffs when he's doing it.
So weird.
It's so weird.
He's such a weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's been a couple times when we've seen Finnegan clean occasionally, but yesterday he was just chilling out in the catio, just doing a full cat clean his base, clean his paws and everything. So definitely thinking he's starting to feel a little bit more relaxed and comfortable and starting to settle in a little bit more, which is great.
This morning when he was at the top of the steps after we decided to get up and you went down and pushed the button for coffee, he was cleaning himself too. So he's definitely starting to feel calmer and more at home, I think.
Him and Gizzard are actually playing now.
Yeah, they play now. They don't fight.
No more hisses, no more hisses, no more cries, no more anything
Bosco
between those two.
Yeah, between those two. Because this one here,
Bosco
this big boy, he is...
he's such a drama queen.
So
he's such a diva.
The biggest boy that we have.
Is the biggest bitch that we have.
He is drama queen extraordinaire. But he's the cuddler of the group.
He is so set on how he wants things to be. Like,
yes.
Bubs wandered into the bedroom yesterday or the day before and decided he was going to sprawl above your head on your pillow.
Yeah.
She's a pushover, so she let it happen.
Yeah.
And then yesterday...
I was laying on my pillow, by the way.
Yes. And then yesterday, I had to chase him off of her pillow 3 separate times. First time I just chased him off, said no. A little bit later, he wandered into the office, looked at me, saw I was preoccupied, and went wandering off. So I went and checked, and he was laying on her pillow again. So we have a little chair in the bedroom, and with the pillow on it, I fluffed out the pillow a little bit, picked him up, plopped him on that. I'm like, no, buddy, this one. You can lay on this one. Boom, on the floor, off he goes. Whatever. And then
Mama's pillow is better.
Half an hour later, 45 minutes later, somewhere there, I walk over. There he is again on Mom's pillow. So this time I went over, picked him up, walked him over, sat him on a chair, and sat with him, and like petted him and calmed him down. He got all comfortable and laid in. I was like, all right, you're right. He's figuring it out. He's good. As soon as I stopped, boom, on the floor, off he goes. Just because that's not
what he wanted. Where he wanted to be.
That's not where
he wanted my pillow.
Yep.
He didn't want that random ass pillow you were giving him.
This is not the one that I chose, so this is not the one that I want. No
I was
going to
say
that
pillow.
It is.
That pillow could be the most. That pillow could be more comfortable than mine, but that's not the one he wanted. So that's not right.
The downstairs water dish is underneath the chair.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when I walked down here, I stepped in water.
Probably. So the new thing.
I don't know why they do that.
I don't know either. The new thing is the water dish travels. And you guys have heard it. One of the episodes we were down here and we heard a strange noise and investigated, and the water dish was upstairs. I don't know. I don't remember which episode that was.
It was one of the first ones.
But yeah, we found the downstairs water dish at random places throughout the house.
Yep.
A couple of days ago, she found it upstairs by the front room, by the front door again, and now it's halfway across the basement underneath a chair. And I don't know why they're doing it. I don't know what they're doing.
And I don't know which one does it. I can only assume it's Finnegan.
Because it's never happened before.
Because it's never happened before. I really don't know.
Little girl, come here. Little girl, come here.
Yeah, that's not.
Oh, that's Bubs. Oh,
you can't tell the difference between little girl and Bubs.
Oh no, I can tell the difference, but Bubs is the one that I ended up with.
Showed up. I'll be little girl. Hi, Gizzy girl.
We have 2 of the 3. Is Finnegan somewhere that I can't see?
I can't see him either. I'm sure he's somewhere close by.
He was on the top of the steps doing the hangover thing that he does.
I love when he does that. It's really cute.
Oh, there he is. He just came down. He's at the bottom of the steps.
Hi, Finn.
And him and Gizzard are getting ready for some sniffs. And yeah, them some good sniffs.
It's nice that they can sniff each other and walk away now.
Now they're just doing their thing.
Good. Do you want to say hi? You're such a little jerk.
She does not look pleased. Come on, Gizzy, right there.
Say hi. Please say hi and then I'll let you go.
You're not going to do it?
You are so bad.
She's also the quietest of
Does
the
she
3.
love me?
No.
Super loving this?
No.
And you wonder why I don't like you, Mother.
Finnegan is trying to get into her hidey hole.
Is he? He's too big.
Or maybe just climbing on top of the printer. Finn, what are you doing? What are you doing?
That sounds about right. babe.
Yes.
He's a cat.
Yeah, I know.
He belongs anywhere and everywhere all at once.
I don't believe my butthole has touched this yet. Here, let me christen it for you.
So nice. Finny, come here. I want cuddles.
I saw a random person on Mastodon saying that they had just gotten a new kitty and it was freaking them out thinking about their butt being on things. And I was just like, yeah, you should just accept the fact that your cat's butt is going to touch everything. There's going to be a little pink starfish on everything you own. And if you just accept that, it doesn't make it less gross. Just accept it. Acceptance is key in this situation.
In this situation, it's key.
Anything else been going on? I've been winning so much shit lately. So much shit.
I haven't won anything.
I don't know where my email leaked again, but right now I got a Bronze Series 9 Pro. I think that's a shaver. Which
I have no idea what that is.
That just seems like it's pointed at me.
Finny.
Oh man, I got like so many emails yesterday. Lowe's and Kohl's, and this is the first shaver that I want. I kind of want to look into it.
Hopefully, I'm a big winner today.
Oh yes, you got that going on today.
Yeah, I have a purse party today to go to.
Yes.
It benefits our local art center. I think it was like $35 a ticket. Oh, they have so many like designer brand bags, and you can win them or buy tickets to win other ones. And there's going to be like food and drinks and stuff, so it'll be fun. Even if I don't win. I didn't even ask you if you wanted to go.
I will not be.
Although I should have bought you a ticket so I could have an extra chance of potentially winning.
I have been deep into the Diablo 4 beta this weekend.
Yes, you have.
I was on the fence about it. I wasn't sure because I've lost some faith in Blizzard over the past couple of years. But it's been a lot of fun.
You seem to really enjoy it.
And it comes out in June. It's a little buggy, but it's a beta, so it's expected.
With the Bluetooth stuff.
No, the USB
stuff.
Yeah. Random spikes of system lagging and everything. Bluetooth just disconnects for some reason.
Not Bluetooth, USB.
Yeah.
Sorry. I know I ruined it.
Everything USB just disconnects. And it's been really weird. And I tried streaming it, but that wasn't good because every time I got that spike of lag, everything just went. Her brother tried streaming it the night before. I checked his streams where they ended because there was like 3 streams and it was kept happening to him too. Everything would just shut down and freeze up and he'd have to restart.
I just looked over and I'm pretty sure Bubs is trying to learn how to break into Gizzard's food thing because I saw him like tap it with his paw. You know how like I learned how to do that for the parents' cat and I would like smack the top?
He's trying it.
He's doing it.
That sounds like Bubs.
And then Gizzard just ran over like, brother, did you figure this out?
Yeah.
Did you figure out how to jailbreak it? Sorry, continue with gaming.
Oh, there's not really much else to say. I found out Andrew's having the same issues. It's probably something with the beta. I stopped streaming and just played the bejesus out of it and smashed some faces with a big axe and it was all good. So.
And it takes you a while to actually get into play because they only have...
I haven't had that problem too much.
Well, but you've been getting on earlier, you said, which...
Well, even yesterday, after you got home, quit for a while whenever you got home and then I went up later and I got right in. It was like less than a minute queue. So
I wonder if they're opening more.
Probably. They probably wanted the big load because, I mean, they're beta testing. They said they were doing
big load.
Yeah. That derailed me.
Sorry.
Big load
beta
derailed
testing.
Me. But no, they said that it was primarily going to be a server stress test. So I'm guessing that they expected everybody to try to log in all at once on Friday. So they had like one sad little server sitting in the corner.
Trying to do
Just trying to do it all just to see how everything's stress
though.
tested. Yeah. So it's been remarkably good for a beta.
I was going to say, you seem really excited about it.
Yeah, I've had very few issues.
You already told me that you're upset because that means you have to buy it.
The beta is in better shape than World of Warcraft's original release back in the day.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's...
But I mean, again, that's how many years ago? Like...
Yeah, they probably learned from that experience.
I would hope that people learn and move on and...
You would think, but then playing Darktide, they had all kinds of issues whenever they launched.
Is that the one I don't like?
No, it's not. Darktide was the one that I run around smashing faces.
Could you talk to animals? Which is the one you could talk to animals?
No, that was a whole different one.
Oh, okay. You only played that one little time.
Yeah, I played for a little bit and then...
I wanted you to talk to a sheep and you didn't, and I was sad.
Nope, never talked to that sheep. That sheep can fuck right off.
Whoa, rude. That was probably the key to winning the game, too.
Probably. I barely started that game. I just lost interest so quick. But yeah, Diablo 4, good stuff. So dark and gloomy and disturbing and upset. Like, they nailed the atmosphere.
I was going to say, shouldn't that be how it is?
It's upsetting. It's one of those games I keep playing and I keep, like, reminding myself, like, it's okay, you're an adult. You're allowed to play this.
Aw.
It's like, oh, man, this is creepy. It's good.
It's okay. It's just a video game.
I like to smash things.
You do like to smash things.
Like that girl.
Oh, I knew that was coming. Sorry, Mama.
Is she listening again?
I don't know if she's listening or not, but I still say sorry when things get a little bit.
Yeah.
It is kind of our thing now.
It gets a little bit racy, a little bit risque.
Raunchy.
So,
I think you should buy me a purse. He's just looking at me like, I'm not super fan of the last one I got.
No.
Yep. This shouldn't shock and surprise you.
Oh, but it did. I'm super shocked and also super surprised. I'm telling you, it's because it's something new. You don't like new stuff anymore. You don't like change anymore.
Maybe.
You're old and settled in your ways.
Yeah, maybe that's it. At least I'm hot. Those are my sexy noises.
They are. They are legitimately her sexy noises. I have finished my coffee this week, so I am marginally more awake than I was last week, but it's not a big margin. I'm hungry.
I drank an entire cup of coffee this morning.
Ooh, look at you. That's not a thing that she does.
No.
Typically.
I do at work,
yeah.
But I don't like when my coffee gets cold and then I get up and I'm like doing things and playing games and looking at things and scrolling and...
And her definition of cold coffee is completely different from her definition of cold weather.
Oh, 100%.
Whenever she says that the coffee is too cold, that means it's not burning layers of skin off the roof of her mouth anymore.
No, the proper temperature for coffee is it has to scald your mouth.
Yeah.
And as soon as it no longer does that, it's cold and I don't want it.
Yep. If only I could find a happy medium between your coffee temperature and your outdoor temperature. That would be pretty good. If you like your coffee a little bit cooler and you like your outside temperatures a little bit warmer. Get a happy medium going on there.
I think I'm perfectly okay. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
Rude.
Super rude. Go ahead.
Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend to make some friends when she told me she felt lonely?
Yes.
So my girlfriend is extremely introverted and only has 1 or 2 friends who she rarely speaks to because they're both busy with their own lives, so she spends 95% of her time with me or at work. I don't really mind this and always take the time to include her in my life. I always invite her out with me and my friends, which she always accepts, but she's quiet and doesn't really say anything to them until we leave. Recently, she's been acting quiet and not her chirpy self. It took a lot of encouragement, but she eventually told me what the problem was. She told me that she said that she felt lonely and all she feels she does is wait for me to come home. She works part-time and is a student and follows me and my friends around. She said that she feels we don't spend any time together alone and it's getting to her. I told her that it's hard to balance work, my friends, and her all at the same time, and I try to include her as much as I can. She said that my friends aren't hers and she just feels left out. I told her she needs to find her own friends. She got upset and told me that I don't understand and now she won't talk to me. Am I the asshole? Yeah.
Yeah.
She's asking you to spend quality time with her.
Yeah.
She misses you.
Telling her that she needs to go out and make her own friends is kind of like telling a depressed person to cheer up. It'll be okay.
Oh.
Yeah. You just don't do it. It's not helpful at all.
No.
She doesn't want friends. She wants you.
And it's not like she's even asking for him to drop all of his friends forever.
No.
They don't spend quality time, just the 2 of them.
Yeah.
He's definitely an asshole.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely an asshole. No, he's an asshole. Open and shut.
Yep.
Yeah. Balancing work, your friends, and her, and she's falling behind.
I feel like she should be higher priority than friends at this point if
Maybe.
she's your girlfriend.
What's the point? I mean, how far along are they? I mean, if she's waiting at home for him to get home, they're living together, so.
That's what I mean. It's not like they're still in high school.
I wonder if he's doing the thing. She's at home, so she's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Spend some quality time with your girlfriend.
Yeah, go hang out with her a little bit.
Just you and her.
Yeah. Don't tell her she needs to go make friends.
And maybe she should.
Maybe
but
she
she's
needs
really
friends,
introverted and, wants to... This isn't even the problem. She's lonely because she wants to spend quality time with her boyfriend.
It sounds like he might be a little extroverted, so he thinks that quality time with her and his friends counts, and it doesn't to her.
Not. And she tried to communicate it to him, and he's not even attempting to understand.
No. He's just like, no, you don't... No. Give and take.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's an asshole.
Yep.
Asshole. Asshole.
Now I have the Dennis Leary song stuck in my head.
Oh, I forgot about that. I was just thinking about Dennis Leary the other day. No.
No.
I'm checking out Ask Reddit, and these are good, but I don't know how to incorporate them. What is the dumbest thing men associate their masculinity with? Everything.
Their penis size.
No, that is
literally everything.
Yeah, penis size is literally everything.
That's true.
My grandpa was nervous about his hearing aids being too feminine. Fellas, is it gay to hear?
Too feminine?
It is gay to buy hearing aids. Like, think about it. You're literally paying to hear other men speak. I love it.
What activity instantly calms you?
I wish I knew, because I've been having issues with that again lately. I've been all high-strung and tense and everything. I don't know why. My usual activities are not working. Because usually it's just flop on the couch and listen to some music and just tune out. But I haven't been able to tune out with music. I've just been kind of like, my brain's still going. And I don't even notice the music. That's usually my go-to, but it just hasn't been.
Let's unpack that. Why aren't you letting yourself rest?
I have no idea. I don't know. Welcome to Therapy with Kitties. I really don't know. I've been doing a lot of research into improving the YouTube channel, improving my videos, improving the whole thing, and what to do, where to go, and that's been in my mind a whole lot.
I think you're up in your head a lot about that.
That's like constantly running in the back of my mind. Like I got a couple ideas and I'm trying to like flesh them out in my head and everything, but I don't know, just so much stuff that I want to do and I'm working on and trying to do, and even whenever I try to relax, it's still like going.
Yeah. And the only problem I see in this is you are never happy with your own work. You always think it can be improved upon.
Mm-hmm. That's so I've always been like that.
I know. It's going to be hard for you to finally think, all right, I like this. This is a good fit. This is what I'm going to do. Because you'll always be, how can I make this better? And that's a good, thing.
I don't think I ever want to get to the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm happy with this. I mean, I want to be happy with it, but I also do constantly want to be looking for ways to improve it at the same time.
Yes. I didn't mean it like,
yeah.
You want to constantly improve yourself. That's a good thing. But at the same time, you have to not beat yourself up over it that you're not hitting all of the standards that you think you should be.
I don't think I'm beating myself up over it. I'm just trying to plan more for down. I tried to really force myself to take a step back and kind of take a small siesta over the past few days.
Mm-hmm. While I wasn't home.
Well, I mean, you were home some of it, but I probably did more actual work while you were gone Thursday night than I did the rest of the time.
I was going to say, it wasn't a bad thing. It's just like...
But I just kind of like
gone, you had time to.
And I took a step back. So I've been watching all these videos about how to do this, how to do that, how to do this, what you should do, what you did this step, what section are you in, blah, 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 blah. And then like I absorbed all of that, and then I've been trying to figure out the direction that I want to go, what I want to do exactly, and then how to fit all of that information into my plan for what I want to do. Like we were talking a little bit. I don't want subs just for subs. I don't want people to just click the button so the numbers get bigger.
That's the same thing with this. Yeah. I don't want people to subscribe to us just because.
That's with everything. As with the whole kit and caboodle, the podcast, the YouTube channel, all of it. I don't want support as much as I want community.
Yes, that's a perfect way to explain it.
I don't want to go after the shit that is getting all the clicks. I want to get an audience that enjoys what I'm doing.
That enjoys your content, that enjoys your sense of humor overall, that enjoys what you're doing.
The most views I've gotten is on the Tool videos, the pot and ladder list. And if I just wanted subs, I would just do more Tool songs.
Which you love and you could do.
Which I love and I could do, but that's not, I don't want to be a one-trick pony.
You don't want to be a Tool...
I don't want to be a Tool cover bassist.
Yeah. I mean, you basically are, though.
I mean, I could do that. I saw some guy a long time ago. I told you about it. I saw a video. It's like, don't follow the trends. Do your own thing.
Because then you'd be stuck doing it all the time. And then you're going to get into things that you have to do that you don't even want to do.
Don't follow the trends. Do what you want to do and find the audience. There's 7 billion people in the world. There's a good chance that you're going to find people that like what you like. So I'm just trying to figure out what I like, what I want to put out there.
Yeah.
So then I can start focusing on making that better or the best that I can do, and just where do I go from here. So I think I got a good mix with the gaming and the music. I like what I'm doing with all of that. How do I make everything better, more engaging, more entertaining? I don't want to be educational. I don't want to teach people. I want to be entertaining. I want people to have to watch it and be like, oh yeah, that's good, and just
like they can turn their brain off and actually just watch and have fun and not have to
So much of the tips and advice out there is so clickbaity almost.
Yeah, and you don't want that.
I don't want clickbaity at all, so I'm trying to get away from that. And if you go to YouTube, a lot of it is just clickbaity. You know, the thumbnail's like, oh, you should try this. Oh, check this out. Oh, this is going to blow your mind. That'll work to get clicks, but I don't just want clicks. I want actual engagement from people that are interested in the content. I don't want people just clicking because they think it's oh, hey, look at this, and then it's nothing like. So I've been trying to figure out how to do all of that.
Do you actually want your subscribers to like an actual community to talk in your comments, to engage and
I want full interaction on everything.
See, I like that.
I want back and forth.
Yeah.
So I stopped doing some of the stuff. I was doing cover of the week and promoting it on all the social medias and everything, and I stopped. I put together that post. It's just, this is my weekly schedule. Here it is.
If you're interested,
stop by, check it out. Yeah. I'm not going to be pushing weekly for everything. Like, oh, hey, this is coming up this week. Oh, hey, this is coming up this week. I feel like I'm force feeding it to people that aren't there for that, and I don't want that. Little things like that I'm trying to change.
Yeah. No, I like that.
A whole lot of that. Been up my head about a whole lot of that. So
that makes sense.
It's been working. Whatever I'm doing seems to be working over this weekend.
No, absolutely.
Hopefully it keeps going.
Yeah.
My whole goal is to make, with all of it, my whole goal is just make the most entertaining content that I can.
Yeah.
I'm trying to juggle things being exactly what I want them to be and getting them out. Because what's the saying? Perfection is the enemy of done. I would always struggle. I'd never finish anything because it's like, oh, it's not exactly what I wanted. It's not exactly what I wanted. So it's like, all right, this is what I'm aiming for, and this is where I can get it now. So I need to get this out, and then focus on taking it up a step on the next one.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of back and forth with that.
I'm really enjoying watching you on this journey, like your journey of self-development and growth, and like how you're really turning around like the things that you really enjoy into a channel. I've been really enjoying watching like the process you're going through.
The frustrations and the struggles.
You do have frustration and you do have struggles, but I also love watching like the epiphany moment when you're like, you get it and you do something that you really like, or like the excitement you get when you're like, hey, take a look at this. Look what I figured out. Like, I'm really enjoying it. And I'm really happy that you finally found something that sparks joy in you.
There's been a lot of trends that I have bucked that have worked out in my favor, and that always just kind of feels good.
Yeah.
Like, this is what they say that everybody should do, but I don't want to do that because it feels nearly dishonest, or it doesn't feel genuine, which is just kind of the same way as saying the same thing. But I want to buck those trends and do my own thing and forge my own path. Like, this is how I want to do it. Like, I'd never asked for a like or a subscribe on a video. Not for real.
Okay.
Like, there's a, hey guys, while you're here, you should get out and click like and subscribe. I've never done that. There's been a couple of like the vlog videos like, hey, if you want to stay up to date on what's going on, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You'll get notified. Stuff like that. But it's not like every video there's
every video you're not like.
And I don't want to do that.
No.
That's not a thing that I want to get into.
If people want to subscribe to you, they're going to subscribe to you. Like, if they like your content,
exactly. I don't want to make content just so everybody likes it. I want to make content that I feel if I enjoy making it, it's going to be a better product.
100%.
It's going to be better content. If I'm just doing it for the likes and the views and the subscriptions, then it's
your
not going to be as good.
Your content isn't going to be as good.
Yeah, I'm not going to be passionate about it, so I'm not going to.
100%.
And the whole thing's the passion project. So if I take the passion out of it, what am I doing?
Then it's not worth even. Yeah.
So there's been a lot of juggling all of that, and I say that, and I know that, and that's how I feel. Like those are my convictions with everything. But at the same time, it's like, oh, but if I do these things, then maybe those numbers will go. Well, they work to get you addicted to the numbers. You want the numbers, but not what I'm going for.
I'm never gonna let you turn into that. If you show me a video and I'm like, this isn't genuine, this isn't you, I'm gonna call you out on it, because deep down you're gonna know that it's not. I don't think you'll get to that point, but if you ever do, I'm gonna be like, I rethink this one.
Just a lot going on in my mind. I know I've been very, very, very distant the past
you have been
couple weeks. I don't mean to be, but it's just kind of like,
I know you're focused. It doesn't, like, we get like that sometimes. We get in our head about things and
getting excited about the dumbest shit, like a fucking 5-foot LED tube light on a stand that shows up. Like, oh, look at that, great. It's the dumbest shit ever.
But it makes you happy.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters.
Been a journey. Now it's time to step it up a notch.
Okay.
That's the plan. Just take it up a notch.
Sounds good.
According to you, what is the perfect breakfast? Man, she has been making homemade schmuffins. If you don't have a sheets around you, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Schmuffins are like, it's a breakfast sandwich, but it's a English muffin with some kind of patty, usually sausage or something, and like an egg patty, and then you can get like bacon or so forth. And you build a little sandwich on a English muffin, and she's been making them homemade ones past couple weekends. Oh my God, they're so good. They're so good. No, I don't. You just ruin sheets for me too.
Great.
Every time you make something, you ruin some food place for me.
Because mine turns out better.
Yes, they're so good. What are we doing today? We're doing French toast today, right?
Or we can do another muffin sandwich.
Either or,
whichever you prefer.
Hungry.
I know you are.
We're going to flip the
I'll
script
make whichever
today.
you want. I know.
We're totally flipping the script. I'm the one talking about food.
It's because you didn't eat dinner last night.
So I saw something the other day. I don't remember if it was Mastodon or Reddit, but I saw something. This person was flipping out because they had gone to her boyfriend's grandparents' house or someplace. His grandparents were there. It must have been their house.
The grandparents' house.
Yes, the grandparents' house, because they were there, and it was like a meal time. And this person was flipping out because his grandmother served his grandfather his food. And they were like, he was in the kitchen with her talking to her about everything, and then the food was done, and he went over and sat at the table, and she had to bring his food over.
That's that.
And had to bring his beverage over and everything. They said that the grandparents were like in their 70s, and that's that generation.
That's that generation. That's how they did it. The women are, I don't want to say subservient because that's not necessarily the case.
But I think that's what they were seeing.
That's what they were seeing. But the women are supposed to take care of their men. It's like the whole thing. It might even be cultural too, where men always are served their food first, and then the women and children, they can get their plate after the men have been.
Yeah. I mean, they seem to be really mad about that.
Both sets of my grandparents did that. My grandma, both grandmas, always.
Your parents do that. My parents did that. Yeah. Maybe to a lesser extent.
To a lesser extent, but yeah, no, my mom.
And then even to a lesser extent, we do that. If I'm in the kitchen, you're making everything, I'll take the food. But like yesterday,
I 100% serve you your food.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a buffet style where like I put it on, like if we have people over.
Yeah.
But even then, I'll typically spoon your food, like I'll plate your food for you.
They were like so upset about this.
But you would do it for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you don't because you don't cook. But if you cooked, I feel like you would do it for me. I don't think that's.
I feel like that is an example of outrage for no reason.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things going on in the world that
There's a lot of misogynistic bullshit things that go on, and this is not one of them. I don't think it all goes in the same thing. Like if he's mean about it and demands it and whatever, then there's an issue. But if
I wish I had that post,
that's
at hand.
A love language for some people.
It absolutely
like that's
is,
the love language for my mom, I feel, and for me, like my mom and I obviously get it. We're caretakers.
Yeah,
like that's how we show people that we love them. We take care of them. We try to do things for them. So I make food and I bring you your plate, not because I don't think you can go and make your own plate, but it makes me feel good to be able to do that for you.
And then the other night, whenever we had dinner and you brought everything over, it was like in the back of my mind.
Okay.
No, this isn't subservient. I'm not.
No.
Unless he's forcing her, like you must bring me my food, but it's probably not that. It probably never was that. It's just,
and it's probably what she's always done. Yeah. So
it's literally not hurting anybody. No. It's not hurting anybody at all. No. Leave that alone.
And it is. It's like it's a love language. Like I think I would. It's a slight love language. Like you don't think about it like that, but I enjoy doing little things like that for you.
I enjoy cleaning the house for you.
I love that.
And doing the laundry. And I like that you can come home and everything's just clean and nice and you don't have to worry about it.
So we have our own.
We have our own thing.
Yeah. And I've never felt like I had to bring you food. And I hope you've never felt like you had to clean the house or wash the clothes or whatever.
Quite often I feel like I have to clean the house and wash the clothes.
Well, but not for me.
No. It's because I get what you're saying.
It's dirty.
Just the way you said it is. Oh, no, I have to clean that house.
But I mean, I could come home and I could clean or I could do the laundry or I could, do it over the weekends because that's what we used to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We would take a couple hours out on the weekend and do a deep clean of the house and get all the laundry done. And now you just...
Every Friday. Friday is my cleaning day. Friday morning.
You have the availability to do it, and that's what you choose to do, and I really appreciate it.
And the house is nice. With 3 cats, it's a lot to keep up with. There's fur everywhere.
It's true. So especially now on my pillow.
Yeah, especially. Yeah.
Jerk.
And I'm allergic.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I live on Flonase.
I tend to forget that.
Yeah, I live on Flonase and Claritin.
I don't really forget, but I forget.
Weekly cleanings of everything help me cope, especially in the winter.
Especially in the winter.
If it ever decides to actually warm up, we can start opening everything up a little bit.
I can't.
It'll get much better. But yeah, definitely in the winter. I live on stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just thought that was I figured I knew what your take was on that. Of all the things to get upset, that's not hurting anybody. There's actual real problems. Leave those poor old people to live their lives.
Yeah. Stop whining. Just come up. Come on. No? Okay. Now I'll ignore him and
he's the worst. Yeah. He's absolutely the worst.
Here
he comes.
Come on.
He's working up to it.
Come on.
Really? I don't trust you. Watch that tail, buddy.
Are you going to come up? Or are you just going to be a silly head?
Why not both?
All right. I'm over him.
He's working himself up to it.
But it's annoying because I have to keep moving
I know. That tail.
Jump up on Dad's lap.
Your tail is not a means of collecting wires, sir.
Oh, yes, it is.
It is, but it's not supposed to be.
He's like, I have proven that incorrect, sir.
Oh, so many times. So many times. You got pooped, sir. And that's what you get. I feel out of it and have a headache. Like a mild headache.
It's a weekend.
Yeah.
He does one on your lap. He's like,
I don't want you, sir.
I would prefer to be. He really wants you over me.
I don't want you on my lap. It's awkward and weird.
If you tell him to jump up on your lap, he won't do it because...
No, he will.
Oh, yeah, he will because he's like, ha ha ha.
I want the most uncomfortable lap that I do not fit on. Please and thank you. So yeah, I was left to my own devices most of this past weekend. It was she took a long weekend because she had taken the day off for the concert anyways, and I was left to my own devices. I survived.
You did.
You loaded me up with not so sloppy joes and pizza, so that's what I survived on.
You didn't eat any of that last night, and I don't want to throw it all away, so I'm not cooking dinner again tonight. You're eating that. All right. So it gets finished.
And then yesterday I found that I had a box of Teddy Grahams upstairs, and I was so excited. Like, hell yeah, Teddy Grahams. So cute. I am a child. They're so good though. No, buddy. She wants you to go jump on her lap.
Tonight you're going to have that, and I'm probably get something out on my way home or something. Okay. And then I'll actually start cooking meals again.
Maybe someday.
Maybe someday
I'll cook meals again.
Wow, rude.
You're going to serve me the refried pizza though, right?
No.
Well.
That's over.
Chungus.
He looks so happy.
Such a pain in my head.
But he's so happy.
Chungus. Oh, here's interesting in conjunction with what we were just talking about. Mm-hmm. Am I the asshole for refusing to honor my boyfriend's family's tradition? My boyfriend, 25 male, and I, 27 female, have been dating for 3 years. For context, I have met his family and they are very friendly. We don't meet them very often because they live in my boyfriend's home country. Oh, this is going to be cultural. I don't want to reveal country names either for privacy reasons, but my boyfriend and I are of different nationalities and we both work in my country. The conflict happened during our last visit last weekend. We have been looking up houses to move in together and engagement rings. While we are having dinner, he mentions this to his family as it's a big step in our relationship for us. We are not engaged yet. His parents and brothers expressed their happiness for us, then out of nowhere, his youngest sister-in-law asked, "So is she going to take the test?" I asked, "What test?" In summary, boyfriend's family has this tradition where the future mother-in-law tests future daughter-in-law to see if they are good enough for her sons. Apparently, his mother and aunts went through the same test. The tests include how clean they can keep a home, how well they can cook, their manners, etc. Basically, life skills most people learn from childhood. I found it ridiculous because 1, if I'm good enough for my boyfriend, he should be the one deciding it, and 2, I don't fit in their targeted category. In his mom's words, you can't be a good stay-at-home wife and stay-at-home mom if you can't be a good homemaker, and she wants to make sure of that. To be clear, his mom and all 3 of his brother's wives are stay-at-home moms, and although I respect their choice, I'm not quitting my career and did not under any circumstances make my boyfriend think I would compromise on that. I hate house chores, and I would rather buy homemaking gadgets and hire staff, no matter the cost, than have to do chores myself. I told my boyfriend's mom all this, and it caused an argument that eventually ruined dinner and, in extension, our visit. Boyfriend doesn't care I'm a working wife or a stay-at-home wife, but he thinks I should have just done the test because it's just a test, and it's not like they would reject me if I failed it. He thinks it's a fun tradition that everyone was looking forward to, and I should have gone along with it anyways. My boyfriend thinks I'm the asshole and suggested I make this post. If I really am the asshole, I'm sure you guys will let me know it. There's an edit, but I'm going to sit on that one for a minute.
There's so much to unpack.
There's a lot to unpack on that one.
First of all, I have too many questions. Like, how does this test get performed? How long does it take? How do they test to see if...
Yeah, is it just like question and answers?
Is it question and answers? Yeah. Or is it like they swing by your house
and check everything out
a couple times every... I mean, how could they do that? They're in another country. But, you know, a couple times a week for like a year... How can you judge that?
There's a lot.
And if it's just question and answers, lie.
Yeah, just do it.
Just take the test, lie.
I mean, I can understand being offended by the whole concept of it, but again, is it a cultural thing?
Is it a cultural?
Okay,
and even her boyfriend says that it's something fun that if it's looked at as fun and you don't find it fun, depending on how invasive it is, I would just do it just to make them happy.
The edit says, I know disclosing the country may or may not bring up some unwanted arguments that will violate the rules here, but just for context, it's a family tradition, not a national culture.
Okay.
So even if it's not a cultural thing, even if it's a family thing, it might still be cultural. Just because it's not national doesn't mean it's not cultural.
It could really just be a family tradition. I mean, in that case, I would still want to know what the specifics of the test are.
Yeah.
It depends on her security in that. Like, if she doesn't want to do it, they can't force her to do it. But at the same time, to keep peace, I mean, I'm a people pleaser.
You are,
I would probably just do it just because, even if I didn't want to, just let's get it over with. Let's make them happy. We can move on.
She says that he doesn't care either way if she stays at home or works.
That would be a sticking point. That would be the biggest issue. If he expected her to quit her job and become a housewife and she didn't want to, then that would be the issue.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't care and doesn't expect her to do that and is okay
thinks
to
it's a
buck
silly
the
thing.
tradition,
Yeah.
and he just thinks it's silly, then just
think it's silly. Yeah.
Again, unless it's invasive and it goes on for months and they stop in unbeknownst to you to check
like
on like the cleanliness of your house. And
what does the whole thing involve? That's
I
the
would
bigger
need to know what it
question.
involves. That's too hard to tell. I don't think she's an asshole, regardless. She's allowed to have her own opinion, and if she doesn't want to do it, she shouldn't have to do it. So she is not the asshole.
No, I don't think she's the asshole either.
I don't think anybody's an asshole.
I don't think anybody's an asshole. It's just a thing. And
her boyfriend, her fiance or boyfriend, I guess still, should have told her about this tradition.
Yeah, he should have probably brought that up. Did he know about it, though?
He had to have if it's a family tradition.
Maybe.
If it's a family tradition, he knew.
Yeah, maybe.
Because he already has sister-in-laws, so he knows.
Yeah, but they brought it up, and then it's just the mother-in-law and the sister-in-law started laughing. It's like, is it just a thing? He might not even have thought about it.
He might not have thought about it because he's a dude, and the men probably aren't part of it. But still, I think, even if he didn't tell her, he's not the asshole. But I think he should have kind of given her a heads up.
Yeah, this is
like, hey, this is a family tradition. They're going to ask you about this at some point.
Top comment. He thinks it's a fun tradition for women marrying into the family to be judged on their skills and traditional old-fashioned gender-conforming roles. Fine. Let him take a test. Dude, I'll take a test. He can rotate the tires, change the oil, and maybe rework the transmission on a car. Reworking the transmission on a car is going a little bit too far. That's a lot. There are people that are just specialized in transmission. That's a lot.
Okay, then change a faucet in the bathroom.
I can do that.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
Like, I can do all this except rework the transmission on a car.
You probably could if you really did research.
I don't need to do research. I know how to do all these things.
The car.
I can't do the transmission. No, like I said, that's like a specialized thing. Then he can perform a series of tests on lifting heavy objects. How are his plumbing skills? He's going to need to know how to fix a leaky faucet.
See?
Your father and brothers and male friends can judge him on his manliness and decide if he is prepared to be a proper husband. He might also need to prove he makes enough money to support you for when you have to stay home and perform all those wifely duties. I feel, though, that like they're trying to flip the script on that, but I also feel like that is kind of a given for most men. Maybe it's just the area that we're living in.
It all goes back to gender conformity, though.
Yeah, it does. But I'm okay with those tests, but it might just be because
you're okay with those tests, but it's not something that you should have to do.
No, I don't feel like it's something. I feel like a lot of those is something that a person should have to have a general, like maybe not like changing out a faucet, but I feel like you should know how to change your tires.
And I don't, and I need to learn. We've talked about it, and I want to know how.
Like there's some.
I don't want to have to rely on the generosity of somebody to help me if I'm along the side of the road and I need to change my tire. I want to be able to do it.
But it's like you said, most of the things that are on the test are basically stuff that you should know how to do since you were a child, and some people miss that.
It shouldn't just be for dudes. It should be for everybody.
It shouldn't just be for dudes. That's the thing. But it's a bunch of sister-in-laws. Does he have any sisters?
Yeah, see, and I don't know.
Is it only boys? Would that be flipped?
Yeah, I don't know.
If they had daughters and, the dude was coming in, would he have to do all that? Would he have to prove that, he can be the manly man?
I could see being offended, but I don't think that they're trying to be offensive about it. If they were trying to be offensive about it, then you can be offended. But the way it sounds, it's just some kind of silly little, and yes, some people will be offended by it.
I think it's a bit of a generational
you shouldn't
disconnect.
Have to, but
like we were talking about earlier.
Like I said, I'll take a test. I don't care. I know how to clean. I know how to cook. I know how to do all of the quote unquote wifely house duties, but I don't do them. You do them, and you do them very well. I think it all depends on.
I'll take that test.
That's what I mean. I think
I'll take both tests. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident in my abilities to do. I could figure out how to change a tire.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
I could do it. I would rather not have to do it like in a rainstorm when I don't know what I'm doing. But like if we went out today and you said, okay, here, change a tire, I could probably figure it out. If not, I'd watch a YouTube video and figure it out. Yeah. I can fix a leaky sink.
Well, I mean, you worked at a plumbing place for like 10 years.
But still, I could fix a leaky sink. I can lift heavy things, which was one of the things, like the stipulations, like you have to be able to lift heavy things. Like I can do all of that.
I don't think any of it is real misogyny there.
I don't think it's intended to be.
I don't think it's intended to be.
I think it's intended to be all in good fun.
Classic traditional gender roles are in that family up to a point.
Because they're all stay-at-home moms. Yeah. So are you going to be able, and again, I think it's, see, then that kind of does come out as gender roles, but I think it's cultural and things too. Like they're all stay-at-home moms. So are you going to be able to take care of the household and raise your babies and take care of your husband?
That's important to them.
That's important to them because that's
That's
their
what they do.
livelihood. That's what they do. I don't think that it should be expected that everyone does it. And that's when you get into an issue.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what her intention was, I don't think there was any, like, if that's what she wanted to do, she wanted to marry him and quit her job and be a housewife.
I don't think she's the asshole.
I don't think anybody's the asshole.
I think there's a disconnect there.
I think there's a disconnect, and I don't think it should have turned into an argument. I think she should have said, I'm not interested in that. That's not what I'm doing. And it should have been done.
Yeah.
Maybe some light, like, oh, come on. You're just afraid you're not, you know, like joking. But
don't get mad at her.
Don't get mad at her. And like, it should just be like, yeah, no, that doesn't feel right to me. I'm not going to do that. And then it should have been dropped.
How did that conversation go down, too? Like,
how did it come about?
Did she insult them? They're all stay-at-home moms. Is she like, no, that's like, fucking stupid. Why would I do that? That's
yeah. I mean, and if she was insulting all of them. If she was insulting to them, like, yeah, I'm not going to waste my life being a stay-at-home mom, something like that.
Yeah.
Then that's offensive and that's insulting, and they had every right to be upset. But if she just flat out said, look, you know, I'm not interested in that. That's not how I see my life going. You know, I don't want to take this test. Then they should have just let it go. You can't force somebody to do it.
No.
Even if it is in good fun and you're not trying to be whatever about it, she still has a right to decide she doesn't want to do it.
What test is your boyfriend going to take to prove he's good enough for you? The boyfriend's test was telling his mother that OP wouldn't be doing this stupid test. The boyfriend failed. I don't think any of it, this one says, you're not the asshole. It sounds demeaning and patronizing as hell. If your boyfriend thinks you're good enough for him, you shouldn't have to prove yourself to anyone else. But again, like she said, it's like a family tradition. It's a family thing, so.
But again, if she took offense to it, they shouldn't force her to do it.
Yeah.
They should have just been like, okay, or explained why they don't think it's offensive, and then just let it be done. I don't think anybody's an asshole, but I think it escalated way more than it should have been allowed to.
Honestly, as a pretty traditional guy myself, I'd feel awkward having my girlfriend go through such tests. These are really non-essential traits, especially considering I prefer to cook for myself. On top of that, it's me who decides whether someone's a good enough partner for me. I don't need permission from anyone else. Like, I agree with that completely.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the family is ridiculous. I don't think the families, that seems to be the thing in their family. Like, you know, all the sister-in-laws and the mother-in-law are all stay-at-home moms. So that's like the thing in their family.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to be the same.
And that's okay.
And that's okay. He seems okay with that. That's all that really matters. Were they pressuring her like, you have to pass this test because this is how you're going to be, this is how it's going to be for you in this family? Or was it just kind of like a joking thing?
A lot of these you kind of have to know context.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough context. But either way, I don't think anybody's an asshole.
Mm-mm.
I think she was just blindsided by a family thing of some sort and took offense. I don't know if offense was intended either way. I don't know if offense was given by her response. It's hard to say. I don't think there's any room for any offense in there, but somehow it happened.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Everything in that was traditional family things that somebody needs to know how to do. Maybe should that be
a test for the couple themselves?
Should that be a test for her on him? Should she look at it that way? Like, if his family is testing her on these things, does he not know how to do these things? Is she going to have to pick up the slack on that? That's something that she might have to think about. If he's coming from a family where the women do all this on a regular basis, he may not have any idea how to do this stuff.
I didn't think about that.
So she might have to, take that into consideration too. Like, she may need to be doing some training.
That's a good point.
Because it kind of goes a little bit deeper there. He may not expect her to quit her job and be a stay-at-home mom and, stay-at-home wife and take care of the house and everything. But does he know how to do it? Is he willing to pick up the slack and help out around the house doing that stuff? Or is it just going to be, I don't expect you to quit your job, but I'm not cleaning the house?
Oh, we don't know if they live together yet.
No, they don't live together yet.
Okay.
They're looking at apartments and looking at engagement rings together.
That's right.
They're getting ready to move in together. That's what sparked the conversation. She said that they're both in her country, and she may go over to his place, and it may look fine, it may be clean and everything, but if he's living there by himself, there's nobody else to clean it. Whenever they move in together, is that flip going to switch?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think I might take that as a slight red flag. Cautiously. I'd approach that cautiously. I don't know. It just popped up in my head that if this is
hurting my brain.
Yeah. I thought you were coming up with something else.
If you were on death row, what would your last meal order be?
A burger. A really good burger. And fries. Not like regular fries. But
fries, not onion rings?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It'd be like the ones that are just like they slice the potato and it's just...
You like fresh cut fries?
Yeah.
But.
With the skin still on them and stuff. Yeah. What would yours be?
A burger with fresh cut fries, and what would you have to drink? And what dessert?
Would I have to drink? A Coke? Fuck it.
Okay.
Burger's got to be just a big old grease ball burger, nothing even remotely healthy on it.
Okay.
Well, that's not true. I want the healthy stuff on it because I'm going to twang that shit right into the wall.
Okay. You're talking healthy shit like tomato and lettuce.
Yeah, the salad that they put on top of the burger. Yeah, that's going
You'll
straight
keep
into
the onion,
wall.
won't you?
Maybe.
Okay. Just ketchup?
Just ketchup. And to drink the Coke. And for dessert.
Yeah, see, that's the hard part for you.
That is the really hard part. Some kind of cheesecake.
Some kind of cheesecake.
Yes.
All right.
What's yours? Do you even know at this point? You've been going through some food.
I have been going through some food transitional phases of what I
was going to say some food trauma recently.
Transitional phases is better than trauma. I would definitely have French fries because I am a French fry queen, but I would not want the fresh cut fries because they never make them crispy enough. I want just...
Oh, no. That shit's going to be the perfect amount of crispy or I'm not going.
Okay. So I want really good French fries, like really crispy, good French fries. And then I would probably have like a little buffet to myself of things, like a little smorgasbord of things. I would want some kind of soup, but I would have to decide at the moment what kind of soup. Like a cup of soup, really good French fries, but I want gravy on the side so I can dip my French fries in the gravy. A salad, a really good salad with delicious ranch dressing. I don't know if I would pick Chinese food anymore. I don't know.
Something deep fried, I'm sure.
The French fries would be deep fried.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
A cherry Coke and a Red Bull.
And a Red Bull. You've been craving Red Bulls lately.
So I would have a cherry Coke and a Red Bull, and I would probably have tiramisu cheesecake as my dessert.
That was really good.
I'm just not sure what my
She brought home tiramisu cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh my God, it's so amazing.
It was really good.
It's so freaking good. Tiramisu is amazing. Yeah, I don't know anymore.
You don't know anymore. See, trauma.
Yeah, no, I guess oh man, I'm going through food trauma.
You're going through food trauma.
That's sad.
So there was a guy got a job driving trains, and he was driving the train the one day, and he took a corner too fast, and the train derailed. Everybody on the train died, except for him. So he went to jail. They put him on death row for murder.
For real?
No, it's not for real.
Okay.
They put him on death row for murder. They gave him his last meal request, and he said he wanted a banana. So they gave him a banana. He ate the banana, put the peel on top of his head. They put him in the electric chair, flipped a switch, and he survived. And they're like, okay, well, if he survived, then, he's free to go. So he went back to his old job, and he was driving the train. He was going around a corner too fast. Train derailed, killed everybody on the train. Back into jail. Asked him what he wanted for his last meal. And he said he wanted a banana. Ate the banana, put the peel on his head, put him in the electric chair. He survived. Free to go. Went back to being a train conductor. I just fucked it up. Driving the train, went around a corner too fast, killed everybody, same deal, back to prison. Asked him what he wants for his last meal. He says a banana. They said, no banana, no peel on the head, something else. He's like, all right, just give me a burger. So he ate the burger, and they went in, put him in the electric chair, flipped the switch. He survived. They're like, you didn't even have the banana peel this time. He said the banana peel has nothing to do with it. I'm just a bad conductor.
That's funny.
He said about the death row last meal. It made me think of it.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, it's not a true story. Not based on real events.
I figured you were telling me a joke, but we were talking about death row, so I'm like, what? Yeah. You're a sneak.
I'm a sneaky
You're a little sneaky sneak.
I don't know why, but I don't know why it popped into my head.
That's
I'm like,
cute.
I need to share this.
That's cute. I like it.
It's a good one.
It is a good one.
I like jokes about death and dismemberment.
Whoa. On that disappointing note,
I'm gonna go get some food. I'm fucking hungry.
How are you? What are you making me?
Anything.
Okay, what are you making?
Teddy Grahams. This is why you cook.
This is why I cook.
I will just sit upstairs and just eat Teddy Grahams and Twizzlers until I get sick.
And he's not lying.
I'm not lying at all. I'm a child.
He is 100% a child.
Yep.
All right. Well, you have to decide if you want
French toast.
You want French toast?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
The Frenchest of toast, because we got Mama sour bread, right?
We do have Mama sourdough bread. It's gonna make some delicious French toast.
All right, bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.